Hello and welcome to Sunrise Daily. Today is the 21st day in the month of July 2026 and it's 27 degrees here in Lagos. Again, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm Kayla Magwa. Welcome to Sunrise Daily, your daily dose of sunshine, and the nation's capital is receiving some much needed sunlight because it has been raining for so many days, but there's some sunlight now, and of course it feels really good to be here. Thank you all so much for being a part of the program and for being a part of our conversations right here on Channels Television since we got up this morning. Quite a lot of things have been going on, and we're trying our best to get all of them out there for you. I think one of the biggest updates that we have is from this agency, and we saw yesterday the head of service distancing her office from the operations of the embattled Presidential Foreign Investments Promotion Council. I think that will come up at some point in the course of our conversation today, because that is the update on this very embarrassing story that has got all of us up in arms. But, Ayo, like we said, we'll start off this morning with a talk on security. And that's because yesterday, troops of Sector 4 Operation Hadinkai, have been carrying out this counter-terrorism attacks across the Northeast Theater, apprehended another foreign terrorist fighter and an alleged illegal immigrant during the security operation in Lassa Dile general area of Askira Uba, local government area of Borno State. Now, this statement has brought to our minds how much has been going on in Borno State. So let's take a look back. In January, 4th of January, ISWAP detonated an IED near Damasak, killing at least 89 soldiers and injuring several others. Still in that January, on the 20th, a military patrol near Damasak was attacked, killing a major general and several soldiers. The 29th to the 30th of January, insurgents attacked Sabongeri in Damboa local government area, killing at least 25 civilians before overrunning a nearby military base where 11 security personnel were killed. So the total fatalities at that was at least 36. The next month, February, coordinated attacks targeting military formations across Borno. The military at the time said the assaults were repelled, but confirmed that casualties among troops without releasing an official death toll. The next month, March, all in this year, airstrikes followed an attempted attack on a military base in Ngoshe, with the military reporting over 50 insurgents killed. 9th of March, ISWAP attacked a military base in Kukawa, killing a commanding officer, 3 soldiers, and a local hunter. Still in March, on the 10th of March to be precise, another military base in Dorumbaga came under attack, but troops had repelled that particular assault. Still in March 13th, troops supported by the Nigerian Air Force repelled an attack on a military base in Banki. On the 16th of March, triple suicide bombings at the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, Monday Market, and the post office killed at least 23 to 27 people and injured more than 100. Still in March, on the 18th, troops foiled an attack in Malam Fatori, killing at least 61 insurgents, according to the military. To round up March, between the 30th and the 31st, ISWAP executed 27 civilians near Mafa, and we're still going. In April, the 9th of April, ISWAP attacked the Beni Sheikh military base, killing a brigadier general and several soldiers. 13th of April, militants attacked troops in Mongono, killing a colonel and 6 soldiers. Then in May, although no major mass casualty attack dominated the month, security forces continued their counter-insurgency operations, and it has been a very interesting one. Then in June, armed men attacked Lassa Day Secondary School in Askira Uba during examinations, killing at least 1 teacher, abducted 36 students and staff. Several victims were later rescued. Others remain in captivity. Then this month, July, 7th of July, ISWAP also attacked the Logomani Forward Operating Base in Ngala local government area, killed 1 soldier before the troops repelled the assault and inflicted casualties on the attackers. 10th of July, troops repelled multiple ISWAP infiltration attempts around Maiduguri, preventing further attacks. And then this particular story from July the 20th, where we are hearing that the Sector 4 operation Hadinkai had, repelled and actually captured this foreign terrorist fighter, apprehended him at this alleged illegal immigrant during the security operation in Lassa Dile general area of Askira Uba. So we need to get an idea of what's really going on in Maiduguri and how the citizens are handling the situation. We have in the studio with us the president of Borno South Youth Alliance, BOSIA, they call themselves, founder and head operation Silhu Dazaman Lafia. His name is Mr. Samaila Ibrahim Kaigama. Thank you so much for being with us on the program.
Thank you very much.
All right, so talk to us about Borno. What is going on, and how are you people surviving? We just try to give people an idea of what Borno is going, what's happening in Borno from January up until yesterday.
Yes.
How are you people surviving this situation, and is there some kind of confidence in the work that the military is doing in Borno?
Thank you very much for the question. Actually, the whole thing is a bit complicated, I would say.
Yeah.
The military are doing everything they can. In fact, especially the ones in the forefront fighting, they are doing the best they can. If you see, it's been years since they've been fighting against terrorism, and you know all sorts of in Borno State and everything. I think without the military by now, that state would have been overrun. So I'd say they are doing a good job, but at the end of the tunnel of whatever they are doing, there is still a lot of political games being played.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, of course. You see some of these attacks, these are politically motivated attacks. Now let me put it very clear to Nigerians, because normally when I come on live or anywhere, they know what happens. I get to put out whatever. Now you look at these attacks happening from the period they started. It started around the political, in fact, campaign period, preparations for elections and all that. Now, the women of the Goshe, that is the 460 women and children. They were what? They were, at a specific point, you see the media talking about they were rescued, they were this, they were that. We did the mediations. I spoke to those people. I put those people into a position whereby they had to make a demand. Because initially they had no plans of releasing those people. You
spoke to the terrorists?
Of course, I was the one who made all the process. The video you saw online, I was the one who directed them to get that video for us. Okay. You know, it took me around 2 to 3 weeks communicating with them until I got to the top, you know, end of wherever I was supposed to reach. We had those discussions. They agreed to make the video proof of life. One thing Nigerians don't know, they made a first video. The first video was not good enough. I had to still tell them to make another, which kind of brought some, you know, and all that, but it was settled. At the end of the day, they made the second video and the world got to see. So now, when the whole process came to a specific point, when the mediations came to a point whereby monies were to be paid, let me quote and make it clear, ransoms was paid. Keep it aside, we know that. Yes, of course. Okay. Ransoms was paid in billions. How much? Around 5 billion was released.
By who?
Well, you want to call it the federal or state government, but ransoms were released. Now, those ransoms...
Was it by the federal government or by the state government?
You could put it as state government, federal government collaboration, because if there is a lot of outcry from the people, bring our people, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sorry to say, I'm not a political supporter or anything of anybody, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is innocent. In anything you see insecurity, state government are the ones orchestrating and making money out of this whole insecurity stuff. Now, when those monies was almost paid, as Senator Ali Dume, I quote and I quote again, as Senator Ali Dume, according to what they told me, and I have evidence to back that, they said there is a media person that calls himself a media person, a second mediator. He is them Senator Ali Dume and government person. They told us to communicate with him. It is only through him that monies will be paid. Monies will not be paid through anybody because he is their in-house mediator. Do you get what I'm saying? If terrorists are able to tell you that there is an in-house mediator for government, that monies will be paid only through him, what happens next? I told them, look, go ahead, do the mediations with him, release our people, that is all I want. They said it is fine. Normally, we don't cross who we started with, but we will do it since you decide you are fine with it. They went ahead, they made the mediations, they received ransoms. Now, later, they complained to me that the ransom they received was 1.9 billion, whilst 5 billion was released. Where is the 3 billion 100 million, specifically? Who was the mediator sent in? They said it was a Senator Ali Dume mediator. So where are the monies? I have been speaking about this for a long time. You don't see DSS bringing in, you know, okay, let's bring in these people. Let's see, let's investigate, let's get facts together. You don't see NSA saying anything. At a specific point, I try reaching Nuhu Ribadu. In every aspect, he says my call, he does not pick. Because at a specific time when the conversation started, I got his number through the same Senator Ali Dume. But when mediations and all the process was on and set, monies was about to be paid, the conversation just cut all of a sudden. Then later, they now told me, because they tell me certain things. They told me, look, they sent in a different mediator. They said monies can only be paid through him. You know? So where are the rest of the money? So when we said literally state government is complicit, I don't know about federal, but I know of state. And presently, the children in Musa that were kidnapped, I started another mediation with ISWAP. One of their people now confirmed to me that the Borno state government said, are they in mediations with Borno South Youth Alliance or Bosia president or anything? If they are, they should not, that they have who they would run their whole thing with and everything. All of a sudden, Borno state government commissioner at a forum played a video, a 9 seconds or is it 18 seconds video of the children being held by ISWAP. Where did he get the video? All of a sudden, Borno state government don't do things like this. Now, because we came into a mediation and we're exposing certain facts about monies being paid to certain people, all of a sudden, they now start talking to some of these cells that don't talk to these people. At the end, we have our own in-person. Now, we played something psychologically. We did that because we wanted to what? We wanted to trigger the state government to go in first before us, which they later what? Bite to the bait. And now you have a commissioner playing video of the people that were kidnapped. And we already said they are literally involved. They keep extorting the federal government, Now Tinubu is there sitting. They bring problems to him. Our state, they've kidnapped, they've done this. What do they want? How do I solve this problem? They said they want 5 billion, they want this. What has the military done? The military has tried, but they will kill and all that and everything. Then Tinubu goes like, okay, it's fine. What do we do? Let us solve this problem. Then he releases funds. State government gets her own. Some of the political powers in the state get her own. Then what? The terrorists get a cut of it, 5 billion. Imagine them getting 1.9 billion. This is something they told me, and we have everything evidently. There is nothing to hide here. And we are tired. That is why we are speaking out now.
You said, I don't know.
Yes.
You said so many things.
Yes.
And I've just been listening to you.
Beautiful.
First of all, you've accused Ali Ndume of being the mediator with...
He sent in, the state government sent in together with a mediator from Senator Ali Ndume. They confirmed it to us.
Then you're also accusing the president of being complicit in the sense that he releases money. Hold on.
Yes, go ahead.
You're accusing the president of being complicit in this because he's releasing money to give terrorists, despite the fact that we are constantly being told that we do not negotiate with terrorists,
yes.
we're not paying money.
Yes.
You're saying the president used to release the money.
You do not negotiate with terrorists. How do you think some of these processes are being done?
We thought that the military was destroying the bases and rescuing...
For the Goshe? Military, there is nothing. We all know, they know, we know, and we all know. We all know there was no rescue. There is evidences to all this.
These accusations, can you defend yourself? When
I can defend it to anywhere. Anywhere, I have been waiting for them to come up, especially Dume. I have been waiting for him to come up to say, it's a lie, it's not this. Then we have been dropping a lot of evidences. They have been paying a lot of media houses to block whatever we're doing for it not to go out. We've been dropping evidences. People said, in fact, he paid a specific group of old people to come out and say they are debunking, they are doing this. These are his in-house old people. We all know from Borno State.
Who are you talking about? Ali Ndume?
Yes, of course. He paid Goshe stakeholders something to come and say Borno South Youth Alliance, this and that and this, that they did not do this. They blocked some of the people they literally rescued. They told them, keep quiet. Do not say Borno South Youth Alliance helped or, in fact, mediated in any way. Do you know what we did next? I released a voice note conversation of myself with one of the terrorists. Yes, one of the commanders.
How do you know these terrorists?
It's a complicated process. I have been fighting for my grassroots for a long time. I believe in fighting for the common man. And I've been doing that. In fact, when I reached out to them to begin mediations, they knew me already. They were like, oh, yeah, we know of this, your organization, Bosia, yes? You people have been fighting for your people and all that, So it became very easy. Now, another thing you should know is some of these villagers, they know these people, So if they trust you and they know this is somebody fighting for us, if there is a problem, they could get you whoever contact you want to get.
Are these terrorists, are they part of the community or are they outsiders? Is this?
They are part of the community. Some of them are outsiders. It's a mixed situation.
A mixed situation.
Yes, definitely. It's a mixed situation. So with that being said, you look at this. So when you say we are accusing, we are doing this and that, I did not accuse. The terrorists said it with their own lips, and I have everything to back it up.
Samila.
Yes.
When you go to meet these terrorists, have you ever told them not to be terrorizing?
There are specific things that you get to hear from some of them.
Have you ever told them, leave our people alone?
I do that, of course. Now let me ask you, did you see the Oyo people problem when it came? Do you know they executed somebody? They beheaded somebody.
Yes,
Do you know at a specific time they lined up around 15 to 25 women and children? They video called me. They were about to slaughter them off because the government was not cooperating fast. They needed let the money come in fast. What are they? They told me, look, you know something. You are too lenient, and your ways are too, and we understand. Allow us to kill 15 to 25 on video. Let us slaughter and keep the heads beside. When we do that, you will see our government, they will start calling you on phone. They will start calling you by themselves. I said, please.
Do you support, do you agree with this?
I don't agree with anything. I don't like bloodshed. If I wanted or I like bloodshed in any way and I wanted money out of bloodshed, when ransoms was paid, I was asked if I needed something. And I said, no, I don't need that. And if anybody wants to argue with that... Because
that's going to be my next question. Are you getting a percentage when these payments are made?
When that happened, I was asked, if you want something, so what do we do next? When the whole process was done, they later discovered, in fact, the other mediator cut them off very well and all. When ransoms was paid, we communicated, and they told me, do you need anything? Okay, what should be done now? I told them, look, I don't need money. And I have evidence to back that up.
Samala, when we are looking at insecurity as a country, all of us, we're looking at it. We're hoping that one day it will end.
Yes.
We're hoping that these terrorists, they will leave us alone. Let's have peace. Let the kidnapping stop.
Yes.
Is that something that you see happening?
Yeah, well, in a specific aspect. The reason why I started Operation Sulhu da Zaman Lafiya, that is OSL, we wanted to stand in or be the gap between the local population and those people attacking them. We wanted to boycott their sponsors, you know, and all. We wanted to be those people that can speak light and speak sense into them, whereby if there is an attack, we can ask. And we established that. And these few days, we had some conversations. They agreed that, look, if OSL is going to come in, we will be willing to have some discussions. I asked them clearly, I said, look, can we stop all this? He could not answer me because he is not whoever is in command. A few minutes later, he answered, look, we cannot fully stop whatever is happening because we are doing the work of God. But we can what? We can have some understandings. I said, look, my locality and our people, our zone, our 9 local governments is my problem. If I'm able to broker a deal with the government under OSL, will you people listen? They said, but we're already doing things with you. If it comes through you, we are willing to listen. Because already, now let me expose something to Nigerians. I don't care what goes down. Do you know presently, Boko Haram have not made any attacks since the release of the Goshe women? They have not done one attack. And it's confirmed and it's well confirmed. They all of them, they know. I know, but I'm not part of the system. So I need to speak out for my people because that is what brought me here now. You get? So presently, out of the conversations we had, I told them, look, there is something I'm trying to do, OSL, Operation Sulhu da Zaman Lafiya. You know how I carried out the whole discussions between me and you people with the Goshe women? They said, yes, and we are happy with it. We don't have a problem with you. I said, fine. You know, I went the truth and everything. What you people needed was what I said. Whatever the process finished and whatever monies you people received, I did not collect a penny and I don't want a penny. Whoever you did your negotiations with were the ones who did whatever. They said, yes, we don't have a problem. I said, fine. This Sulhu da Zaman Lafiya, I want us to have something. We will ask you people to probably lay down your arms for 2 months, 3 months. Then from there, we see where it goes. You know, we want our farmers to be able to go to farms and farm. We want our people to be able to go to the bushes and fetch firewood.
What did they say?
They told me, yes, it's fine, we can work that. But do you know presently we are having that with the government already? Yes, presently, us and the government, through their mediator, we have a 40-day ceasefire program between us. So for now, we are on break. So Boko Haram is in mid-time break right now. Let me put it. Sorry, Nigerians, it is sad, but they are on mid-time break.
All right, my colleague, Ayo.
Yes.
He has a few questions.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, Ayo.
Well, thank you, Kayla. It's very interesting to listen to some of the things that you have said. And I'm just wondering, if you have all this information, you have all these relationships, I'm wondering where you think the place of security agencies is in all of this. Because governors have said it over and over again, that these terrorists are not ghosts, they are not spirits, they are human beings. They have said repeatedly that we know these people. And you are confirming it now that these people are known. Now, if you know and have all of this information, when is it all going to come to an end? Because from the information coming up from even the Borno state government, they are saying that insecurity is going to reverse the successes that the state has scored in education. And you're saying now that insecurity is not looking like it is going to end. So wouldn't it be, those who are listening to you now will wonder why you are not giving all of this intelligence information to security agencies so that all of this nonsense can stop once and for all?
All right. Thank you very much for your question, I think, Ella. Look, let me just make things very clear. I like going straight to the point. I don't have anything to hide. Reality is here. Now, you said the state government said something about reversing their policies and all that. Who were the ones who negotiated with them? Who received those ransoms and cut out part of those ransoms and all? The security agencies are doing their best, but we have state politicians doing everything possible to make sure they make business out of it, you know, and all. Now, talking about, we know some of these people give security agencies, let me make something clear to Nigerians. Senator Ali Dume has been blocking me from talking to everybody, NSA, DSS, early times before there was even a video. I communicated with him. He blocked me from talking to Nuhu Ribadu. He blocked me from communicating with Nigerian army. Do you want me to go to them? I am an independent individual and I run an organization. The government is supposed to come to me if they need anything like that. I started Operation Sulhu de Zaman Lafia. Borno state government and Senator Ali Dume are doing everything possible to block it from coming to to reality. If the federal government wanted to get the truth, they cannot be working through the state government directly. They should, in fact, bring in private individuals that can give them a parallel report. Then they investigate. If not, the business would want to continue. Now, Boko Haram is on 40 days break. If they want to argue, let them argue. Then I will release an evidence to that. They know and I know. There's nothing to hide. So if they're on 40 days break, people will feel like, oh, wow, some people are working, you know, something is happening. But if they are able to mediate and tell them to hold on for 40 days, to hold on for 30 days, then continue, then who do you think should be investigated? The state government. Why do you think Makinde is asking for an external investigation? I asked for an external investigation. I have been shouting. They've been paying the media to block the voice, you know. Why do you think I'm asking that for? Because we want this to end. Why do you think I started OSL? Because I want this to end. Why do you think I come on live TV speaking this way when there are a lot of people that this would affect their businesses and they might want to come after you and all, which we don't care. We are ready for whatever, you know. It's because we want this to end, my brother. We want some of these things to end. Then we want to communicate. We want to bring some things to the table.
Okay.
Guns have been used for a very long time. Bombs have been used for a very long time. We have seen where the process went. If we have people that can come into the picture in the grassroots level, speak to these people and get things happening. In fact, the release of these people, there was zero casualty. Understand it was because of strict mediations and concentration on the mediation. If I release some of the voice notes of me pleading with them, you would understand that, wow, this was a lot of work being done. So if we have something like what we brought on table, but the state government is blocking it from the federal government, coming into the whole initiative and in fact, putting it in place to end this, who do you think is complicit to all this?
It is not news, if you can hear me, sir. It is not news that
Go ahead.
The states, Nigeria has cooperated with civilians before. After all, there was a time in this country we had the Civilian Joint Task Force. So the intervention of civilians is well recorded in our history, documented in our history. Now, I don't see how anyone really, listening to all the things that you have said and all the things that you've been doing, I don't see how any politician can stop you, because here you are. If anyone was trying to stop you, there is no way they would have been able to stop you. They would have been able to stop you from coming on TV, on channel television in particular. But here you are. So I do not see anyone being able to stop you. Now that you are getting this opportunity, what are your expectations? I hear you say that the federal government should come to you. Yes, that could happen. But how about you also make the overtures? Because, as you said, your objective is for the sufferings of your people to end. If the mountain will not go to Muhammad, let Muhammad go to the mountain. The objective is what you have said. Let the sufferings of the people end. If you know these terrorists, as you have said, it is a patriotic thing for you to, whether you're going to write, you're going to, whatever it is you're going to do, we send some evidence to security agencies, to the military, to the police, to whoever, and say, this information I have, and I think we can put all these people to bed, all this situation to bed once and for all.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. You spoke of civilian JTF presently. Yes, they are doing good. They are civilians. These are civilians with guns. They can go into the bushes and fight each other. They don't look each other eye to eye. You cannot even have a communications between them. You know, there was a specific situation whereby they had a fight between themselves and all. They just sent me a video randomly, and I opened and I saw they beheaded some civilian JTFs. You see? So, do you see me having a gun now fighting? No, I don't have a gun. My weapon is my words and what psychological understanding of my grassroots. You know? And this is the reason why we feel the government needs to what? Come into whatever we have in place. We were able to mediate for the release of the Goshe women. There was no casualty. The one in Oyo, there were casualties. We did something big. This is, in fact, quote unquote, the biggest, in fact, non-casualty release of any kidnapped victims or individuals in Africa, I would say. It's 300 plus that were released, you know, and all those things. So if you are telling me to go to the government, what if Mohammed being in the mountain has some people around it protecting it with gun? How do you go there? You can't go there. The government is large. The government is seeing me. They know what I'm doing. The security agencies know what I'm doing. They've seen it. In fact, they know it. So if they were to see, look, this guy has an OSL, and he says, okay, something like this can happen. Why don't we go on a 3-month trial? Then we go on a 3-month trial. Then we see where it goes. But because certain people know, if we are to come into the picture, we are not going to favor anybody. We just want an end to this. So if you're complicit to that, we will work towards making sure, in fact, we submit your name in our report for the first month. This person, this person, this person, that person. Just as I spoke on TV now, this was what they told me. We are not lying. Okay, this person that, in fact, sent his own person to for the ransoms and all that, this was what they said, this was what they said and all. So, you know, we cannot go to the government when, normally when something from the state is coming, the state government will take it to the federal government. But when the state government is trying to block certain things, then understand there is something they are hiding. Now the federal government is left to what? Set up its own panel of what? Private people that would investigate, private bodies and all. Something like what we have OSL, then we give them whatever they need. That is the reality.
Okay. Well, I remember, and I would like you to speak to this and see what is possible today, not tomorrow, today. I've heard time and again that the chief of, the Minister of Defense, at the time that he was Chief of Defense Staff, saying, look, the military can only do as much. And you have also said that the military, the security agencies are doing their best. They're doing a lot of things, but they have their limitations. They need the support of not just the people, but that of the political class. And you are already speaking to what the political class can do. Now, you are a civilian, as you have said, and the security agencies are saying, we can't do this alone, we need the cooperation of civilians. How do you think you can come in to provide some of this support to security agencies now? Because the president already made it clear, this insecurity has to end. So if it is going to end, and you have said, you have vindicated the president in a number of ways, how would you want to support or encourage, assist in ensuring that all of this insecurity, fabricated insecurity, because that's essentially what you're saying, can be put to an end? How can you help security agencies with the relevant information that they need today?
Thank you very much for this beautiful question. Look, myself, being the president of Borno South Youth Alliance, on also Operation Sulhu de Zaman Lafiya, OSL, we are ready to what? To work with the government towards finding solutions to this. But what we would only demand from the government, that is federal government, we don't want the inclusion of state government in what we are doing. Because if we know certain secrets now, if we want to submit a report, they can block it. You know? So if the federal government wants to end this, and they need people like us, and they need our help, we want to be independent. We don't want to be affiliated to any political party. We want to stand independently. When our reports are coming in, they are coming in the way they are. And when federal government releases their reports, definitely, we will also release our own to what? To tally them together to say, yes, originally this is the right report. If we bring in report on somebody, go ahead and do the investigation. Don't favor them because they are from what? A specific political party, or because they are what? They are a senator or commissioner at this or that and all that. Go ahead and do the investigations. We will provide you with everything you need. If the federal government is willing to do that, we are ready to have a sit down. Why not? We go ahead and save our people. We need that, definitely.
Mr. Myla, you know the government would agree. Because there's a reason why state governments exist.
Okay.
There's a reason why state governments exist.
Okay.
So what you're basically saying, you want to destroy the state structure. And you know, if you create a model like that, other people will copy it, you know.
We are not trying to destroy the state structure.
But that's what...
If certain people from the state are involved, and they will not allow us to do our work the right way? You know? Like presently, we have civilian JTF. Civilian JTF presently, I think, the way they maneuver, the masses are complaining that they're being controlled politically. There's a lot of things being controlled politically in certain states that you people do not know, media people don't know, because they block it from coming out. This is the first time you have a Borno state person coming on air, doing certain things, you know, talking about things like this. They don't allow anybody to reach a specific level. They block the person. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to destroy any structure. The truth needs to be, you know, out with full force and all that. Then if I'm to come to present to somebody in the state...
Have you had any conversations with the Borno governor? With Professor Zulum?
Borno governor never got to me because Senator Ali Dume made sure it did not happen. When I keep saying this, you people should try and see reasons in what I'm saying. You know, ask my locality, ask Southern Borno where he represents. Ask them about Bosia president. What is he doing? What is the problem between him saying Dume? Now you people will find the truth out. Because,
well, I know Senator Dume will probably get to see this.
He should.
If he sees the Arawa platforms, we'll make sure that he sees it. He has the right of reply to the things that you have said.
He should see that, then reply. Then if it's necessary or if it needs to, it would come to that stage. We will release whatever we have. We don't have anything to hide. Rather than coming out saying Tinubu this, Tinubu that, go and fix your local government. And now that we know complicity is involved in certain things, the president should do what is needed for our people, please.
The attack that happened yesterday in Askira.
Yes.
Well, the work that was done by our troops in Askira yesterday, because people have to understand, it's not every time that the terrorists win. This one was our troops. Yes. Did you know this Mr. Musa Afashi, the Sudanese that was arrested? Did you know him?
I have seen the reports. I do not know him.
Okay.
You know, they said he is what? He is a suspect. So you cannot confirm 1,000% if he's a terrorist. He might be a business person there.
Captain Goni says he's a terrorist.
He's a terrorist. Okay, so fine. Maybe he's a terrorist. Probably he's somebody gathering information for them around the bushes area and they caught him. Okay. Because presently in that Askira Oba is a place where you can connect to Damboa. Damboa is where, what do they call them, ISWAP come in.
Because of the mountains.
All the attacks you see in Askira, it's been orchestrated by ISWAP, not Boko Haram.
Okay.
Yes.
But they said they also arrested a Ghanaian woman.
Yes.
Mary Florence. Did you know her?
Yeah, of course. I've seen the news and everything, but I don't know her personally. But maybe she might be a businesswoman, you know, and all. That place is a place whereby it connects to a lot of places, so and all. But you seeing a Sudanese person, you know, him looking that way and everything, there's definitely something to suspect. So definitely, maybe the troops are onto something on him. Yeah.
There's some conversation that happened online. Some government officials alleging that there could be complicity with our troops when it comes to insecurity and this terrorism business, because that's what you described to me.
Yes, of course.
It's an economy.
Yes, bigger.
Do you find that in your conversations in the north?
I think even the army have released certain pictures and videos of some of their people that were compromised, that were given information to, you know, terrorists and all that. The army have arrested them directly or indirectly, you know. So the army has confirmed itself. But another thing is, now let me put this clear, the attack in Musa, the attack in Lassa, this last one, these people came in dressed in forest guard outfits. They came in dressed as soldiers.
Who? The
terrorists came in dressed as forest guard.
In forest guard uniform.
Very clear, well neater than everything, you know. Checkpoints were open for them. They went in unopposed. One gunshot was not fired. One gunshot that you know, the only gunshot that rang through the air was theirs when they entered to attack. The time they were supposed to enter, I think the army went for a patrol away or something, so majority were not there. So now when they came in dressed as forest guard. When they came in dressed as forest guard, they came in, they attacked, they divided themselves into two. The other went through the market area where there were women and all that. In that process, they shot a man selling thrift outfits, you know, and all that. Then they kidnapped also some women, which I think the women, some of them regained their freedom because some of them were able to escape. Then now the other part went ahead straight to pick the school children. So the whole plan was create diversion, go this side. So if the military will challenge this side, then we, this other side, will make sure we get the mission done. We pack those children, those school children, and we go with them and everything. So when you say there is complicity to all this and all that and everything, yes, it's clear and clear, you know. Then my problem is now, politicians, if the Nigerian army can stand solid on them being a Nigerian army body, they don't hear about anybody, I can guarantee you people there will be end to insecurity. Because if a politician calls to say, can we say this or can we stage that, and there is billions coming to somebody, it would not happen that way.
Samaila Ibrahim Kaigama, President, Borno South Youth Alliance, Bosia, and founder and head of operation of Siluhu the Zaman Lafia. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.
And please stay safe.
Thank you. Definitely.
We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll still be in the north, but this time we're going to Kano. Something's happened, and someone wants to explain it, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for staying with us on Sunrise Daily this morning. As Kayla has said, we're going to Kano this morning, and Kabiru Dakata joins us this morning. He is the DG, Kano State Signage and Advertisement Agency. He joins us virtually. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, let's plunge straight into the issue. There is this video making the rounds and stories all around it. The Kano state government is facing some backlash because of 1,540 plots of land as well as 100 million naira promise given to APC members in Kano state. There are those who are saying that it's a surreptitious way of the government trying to, quote unquote, buy the votes or the commitments of the people with the state money. How do you respond?
Well, once again, thank you very much for having me. You see, politics is ultimately local, and therefore, all policies should be assessed within the context of the communities they are intended to serve. The initiative or the empowerment program you are referring to is designed to benefit party supporters and other stakeholders across the 484 wards of Kano State. As you are aware, our governor is a grassroots person. After the 2019 election, after the Supreme Court judgment, before the 2023 election, he virtually visited all the 484 wards of Kano State for one reason or the other. Wedding ceremonies, condolences, and other events. So therefore, he's connected to the grassroots. And there are always ways, even in the developed democracies, of rewarding loyalty, of appreciating support. This is just one of the interventions, one of the empowerment programs of the Kano state government. Currently, there are programs going on because the government wants to support the youth, as the governor promised them during the campaign program. So we don't see it as something worth complaining by some people who are not from the state, because those that are misinterpreting or analyzing the program are mostly people that are not from the state, they are not from the region, so they don't know the morale behind supporting the people at the grassroots. Some of them are elites, and they believe government should focus in just strengthening and supporting only the elite, and this is not the model of the government of
well,
it's a government of all.
Mr. Kaigama, I beg your pardon. If you can hear me, sir, I'm not sure that this is just from various people who are outside the state. The League of Civil Society Organizations in Kano State, for instance, has also condemned this allocation, particularly because it is going to only APC members. So there are those who are wondering if 1,540 plots of land is being given to APC members at the grassroots, as you have put it, as well, along with 100 million naira for all the people that were in the hall that day. And I think the government was bandying a list. What are the things being offered to other members of the communities? Will everyone in the grassroots in Kano State also get a plot of land and whatever amount of money the government is going to donate to them?
Currently, there's a website for application of jobs and empowerment to support youth to get slots in the 26 empowerment institutes we have in Kano State. In that website, there's no place where party affiliation is required. If you are an indigent of Kano State, if you are within the ages of 18 and 35, you are qualified. And all our empowerment programs, from the beginning of this government to this particular point, nowhere party affiliation is listed as a requirement. Even our scholarship program. Currently, there are Kano State citizens studying in different universities across the world. Nowhere it is stated that only APC members can benefit from any of our programs. So
but this particular one, my apologies again, this particular one, 1,540 plots of land is going to APC members only. Can you confirm that that is true?
Number one, from the beginning of this government up to this point, thousands of plots of land were given out through due process to people in Kano State.
I hear you, sir. I hear you. I just want you to confirm, first of all, whether this one that we are talking about, 1,540 plots of land, that announcement was made in a hall. Can you confirm that it was only promised to APC members alone?
When we say M Akwati, we are referring to the people from that particular polling unit. So long as you are an indigent of Kano State and you belong to a particular polling unit, that means you are entitled to benefit from that empowerment program.
You haven't confirmed. I'd like you to answer, first of all, a yes or no, and then you can now explain. Is that 1,540 plots of land announced, as well as 100 million naira to go with it? Was it made only to APC members? You can say yes or no, and then you can explain.
No, not only APC members. M Akwati can be members of APC and can be members of other political parties. This is the clarification we need to make.
Okay. I still need you to clear that up because because I heard your response. It's also very political. You said people that can benefit, they can be APC and they can be from other political parties because of the nature of the program. But this particular announcement, Mr. Dakata, this particular 1,540 plots of land and the 100 million naira, this particular one, was it given to APC members? Yes or no?
No, they are called M Akwati.
Yes or no?
M Akwati.
Did you give it to Akwati the APC members?
Polling unit. Akwati means polling unit.
I know. This one, was it given to APC members?
Yes.
Just to confirm.
Not only APC members, other political party
followers
this was
can given to other political parties as well.
Of course.
How many people from other political parties benefited from this?
I don't have that data because it has not done not once, not twice.
How many people from the APC benefited from this?
Even this one you are referring to, like I said, is not just for APC members. If
you
belong to a particular polling unit, you are entitled to benefit from it. Yes. So people should be fair to us. People should appreciate.
How many now, Mr. Dakata? How many APC members benefited from this money and these lands?
The 1,000 plus, you know, plots of land given. For now, you cannot say this is the portion that goes to APC members. This is the portion that goes to other political parties. And virtually, as you know, the program has been going on. This is just the time that I surprised that people are making, you know, noise about.
Okay, let me explain to you, Mr. Dakata.
Something that has been going on for long.
Let me explain to you why people are making noise. Since you called it noise, let me explain to you why people are making noise about this. It's because of the level of poverty in Kano. Not too long ago, the NDLEA confiscated trucks. Hold on a second. Confiscated trucks bringing drugs that were bound for Kano. The poverty levels in your state are astronomical. And then we're looking at a situation, Mr. Dakata, where the poor are looking at the rich. You don't think they will eat you one day? Looking at you sharing money, land, and cars when they are unable to feed.
You see, the program is intended to bridge that gap between the rich and the poor.
So this was given to the poor.
It is intended to fight that poverty you are saying. Because most of the beneficiaries are people that do not own land. So they need the land and the government needs to support them. So it's not a way of, you know, increasing the level of poverty, rather reducing the level of poverty in the state.
All right, well, I mean, I don't know how you're going to, because it doesn't look good. This has been going online. People have been talking about this since yesterday. And of course, needing the explanation as to why this was considered a priority at a time when we're dealing with massive poverty levels, out of school children, poor infrastructure, and inability to survive in places like Kano. You know, so that's the reason why people are talking about this, and it's not
all
noise.
These indicators you mentioned, all these indicators you mentioned, we have done quite number of programs to address them.
Really? So let's talk about
currently,
this
like I said,
let's talk about the
there's a
poverty
website
alleviation in Kano.
where youth in
How many
Kano
have you brought out
can
of
go and
poverty
apply.
this year? How many people have the Kano state government lifted out of poverty in 2026? Do you have that figure?
The program, there are programs intended to do that, but I cannot just often give you that figure. But there are programs like the empowerment programs, like the institutes we have to fight to give youths empowerment and make them productive. So this is not just the intervention program implemented by the Kano state government.
All right. So let's talk a bit about politics in your state. We saw not too long ago, Rabi Musa Kwankwaso's son unveiled as the NDC governorship candidate in your state. And of course, we've been watching the APC's response to that. I can see you're wearing a Bola Ahmed Tinubu hat with the infinity sign on it. How does the All Progressives Congress feel like they can handle the son of Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, who's the vice presidential candidate of the NDC, having his son run against your governor come 2027?
So, you see, we don't have any problem with him being the son of former Governor Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, because he's a citizen of Kano State and is entitled to contest for any election if he deserves to contest. Our major issue here is his credibility. This is somebody that people of Kano State should bear me witness. He's not somebody that you can, you know, trust with your votes. He's not somebody that you can place at the position of leadership. It's not somebody that, if you look at the, you know, nature of the position, deputy governor, and look at the caliber of the people that served as deputy governors from 1999 to date, and compare Mustafa, you know definitely he's not fit to serve in that position. So our problem with that decision is not because he's the son of Konkoso, but because he does not have the credibility to stand election as deputy governor of the state.
All right, well, Mr. Kagama, so where do we go from here? There are things that many people want to know about Kano, but they don't. And the things that you have said, for instance, about opportunities for so many people, indigenous of Kano, I tell you, a good number of them are not aware. This one we're talking about made the news. But unfortunately, these other things that you're talking about hasn't made the news. It would seem like there is an attempt to favor some people, put it out there. It is public knowledge. However, the circulation of that information is poorly communicated. So in what way do you think it would help for government to put the information out and for the people to maximize the opportunities that the Kano State government is putting out so that that can also go viral like this one?
I think I need to correct that, because most of our programs are being publicized with the support of credible platforms like yours, including our scholarship programs. Anytime the state government is sponsoring students abroad, we publicize. Our empowerment program, sometimes we carry the launching or the program live. The only thing we need to do is to, I think like this one that is going on, that before the commissioning of the program or before the launching of the program, even the recruitment process, the application process needs to be publicized. And this is the point we have learned, that before the commissioning, we will start publicizing so that everybody should be aware. People that are eligible should apply. And during the launching, it will not be a story or a news for people that are in the state and outside the state. So all our programs are not done in the room. They are open and they can be verified, because our media team is doing well in trying to inform the world about different programs of the Kano State government.
Well, we have to thank you very much for coming this morning. Kabir Dakata is DG, Kano State Signage and Advertisement Agency. We appreciate your time and your thoughts this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
And that's the show this morning. Thank you for the privilege of being a part of your day. I'm Ayo Makinde. Business Morning is up on the hour.
Have a great day ahead. I'm Kayla Megwa. See you tomorrow.